Most English learners can read English. Many can write English. Some can even speak English well. But very, very few can think in English. And that's the real difference between someone who studies English and someone who lives English. If you ever feel stuck translating in your head, or if your mind always goes back to your native language first, this video will completely change the way you learn. Today, I'm going to teach you how to finally break the translation habit, how to think automatically in English, and how to understand English like a native, without stress, without confusion, and without memorizing boring grammar. By the end of this video, you will have a concrete daily method that can reprogram your brain to operate in English naturally. So take a breath, relax, and let's begin. Welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is not about vocabulary lists, not about grammar rules, not about pronunciation techniques. This video is about something much deeper, your mind. If you can train your mind to think in English, every other part of English becomes easier. Speaking, listening, writing, reading, fluency, confidence, all of it. Thinking in English is the foundation. But most learners were never taught how to train this skill. Many schools focus on grammar and memorization, but nobody teaches the mental process behind language. So in this long video, we will go step by step, layer by layer, from the basics of mental conditioning to advanced fluency habits. You will receive exercises you can use daily, examples you can copy, and real strategies that thousands of successful English speakers used to unlock natural thinking. Let's start with the biggest problem English learners face: translating mentally. Right now, your brain uses your native language as the control center. Everything you hear gets translated into your language. Everything you want to say gets created in your language first, and then translated into English. This creates a delay. It creates hesitation. It creates stress. And worst of all, it stops you from sounding natural. But thinking in English removes all of that. When you think in English, your brain processes English the same way a native speaker's brain does, instantly, directly, and without translation. Before we talk about how to think in English, you should understand why your brain resists it. This isn't your fault. It's how the brain naturally operates. Your brain always chooses the shortest path. And the shortest path is the language you already know. So your brain says, I already have a system. I already have words. I already have grammar. Why should I use a different system? It feels inconvenient. It feels slow. So your brain refuses. The second reason you struggle is emotional. Many learners feel afraid of making mistakes. They feel shy, embarrassed, or judged. So they don't allow themselves to think freely in English. They try to think correct English instead of natural English. This creates mental pressure, and pressure kills fluency. The third reason is habit. You have spent years thinking in your native language. You cannot undo that habit instantly. But here's the good news. The brain is plastic. It can change. It can rewire. It can build new pathways. And today, you will learn how. To think in English, you must accept one thing. English should not be a subject. It should be a behavior. You don't study breathing. You breathe. You don't study walking. You walk. Fluency works the same way. Thinking in English needs to become automatic, effortless, and everyday. Stop seeing English as something separate from your life. English should be the language you exist in, not the language you test in. There is also one important mindset rule. Your English does not need to be perfect to be fluent. Fluency is not perfection. Fluency is flow. If you can communicate your ideas smoothly, you are fluent, even if you make mistakes. Mistakes are part of thinking naturally. If you try to avoid mistakes, you will never think in English. So your new mindset is think first, correct later. Think freely, speak freely. Now, let's go into the real method. Thinking in English is a mental training process. It has 5 stages. You must follow them in order. You cannot skip. You cannot jump ahead. Stage 1. Label your world in English. This is the easiest stage, but extremely powerful. It trains your brain to associate real objects with English, not your native language. For example, when you see a chair, don't think chair equals, instead, think chair. A cup, think cup. A door, think door. Do this with everything you see: your clothes, your food, your room, the street, your phone, your daily objects. Do this silently in your mind throughout the day. It takes no extra time. It trains your brain to think directly in English without translation. Stage 2. English self-talk. This is where you start forming English thoughts. You don't need to speak out loud. Just think them. For example, I am walking. I am going home. I am eating. This food is spicy. I feel tired. The weather is hot. I need to finish my work. The sentences do not have to be perfect. They just need to be in English. Stage 3. Describe your day in English. This stage is longer. Once per day, even 5 minutes is enough. Describe your day in English in your mind. Talk about what you did in the morning, who you talked to, how you felt, what happened, what you plan to do later. For example, this morning I woke up and checked my phone. I was feeling sleepy. I made breakfast, but I burned my eggs. Later I met a friend and we talked about movies. After that, I walked home and felt tired. Your brain will slowly learn to build English thoughts automatically. Stage 4. Immersion without leaving your country. You do not need to travel abroad. You can create immersion at home. Set your phone to English. Set your YouTube to English. Follow English creators. Listen to English podcasts. Watch English movies without subtitles or with English subtitles. Read English posts. Play English music. Join English communities online. The more English your brain receives, the faster it adapts. Stage 5. Response automation. This is the final stage. You train your brain to respond in English instantly, without thinking. Choose a situation and practice the response. If someone asks, "How are you?" you instantly think, "I'm good, thanks." If someone asks, "What do you do?" you instantly think the answer in English. The more automatic your responses become, the more your brain will think in English naturally. Translation is the biggest enemy of thinking in English, but you can break the habit. How? Accept you will not understand every word. Focus on general meaning, not exact meaning. When you hear a new word, don't translate it. Guess the meaning from context. Practice describing words using simpler English. For example, if you forget screwdriver, say, the tool for turning screws. Your brain learns to operate in English. Thinking in English does not mean knowing all words. It means using the words you have creatively. Most learners memorize vocabulary lists. That's not thinking. That's storage. Learn vocabulary in context. Learn phrases, not single words. Repeat phrases used in your daily life. Learn expressions used by real native speakers. Useful thinking phrases. Let me see. I'm not sure. 1 second. Maybe. I think that. I feel like. To be honest. In my opinion. Listening is essential. Your brain learns patterns from input, not rules. So listen to slow podcasts, audiobooks, YouTubers with clear voices, interviews, narration videos, story videos. Don't translate. Let the English enter your brain. Shadowing is powerful. Choose a video with clear English. Play it. Repeat at the same time as the speaker. No need to be perfect. Just follow the flow. This forces your brain to form English thoughts instantly. Here is a simple daily routine. Morning. Label your world. Simple self-talk. Afternoon. Describe your day so far. Listen to an English podcast or video. Evening. Shadowing. Summary of your day. Automatic response practice. Avoid these mistakes. Using subtitles in your native language. Memorizing vocabulary without using it. Studying grammar instead of practicing. Translating everything. Studying rarely. Being afraid of mistakes. Speaking too slowly. Expecting fast results without practice. Thinking in English is a skill built with repetition. Advanced techniques. English Dreams technique. Writing short thoughts daily. Thought challenges. Speaking simulations. Recording your voice. Thinking in English is mental training. Remember the 5 stages. Label your world. Self-talk. Describe your day. Immersion. Automatic responses. If you practice daily, you will stop translating, feel more confident, and English will become natural. Thinking in English is the path to real fluency. Keep going, trust the process, and your brain will adapt. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.